Will the Monkey Brothers be able to get to, Wolfie Doo on time? Will they make it with the newspaper before he pees all over the city? Join us next time. Welcome back to another episode of Monkey Brothers Nerd Show.
Hello, people.
The answer to the previous question is apparently not. Welcome back with another episode with, of course, Doc, me, Louie, and Wolfie Doo. Boo! It's been a while since we did a DocsArt episode, so here we are. Doc, what you got for us this time?
Well, I got you some 11 by 17 Batman art.
So, I believe you said the first ones were by Ace.
Ace Continuado.
There you go.
Nice. So, the one on the left is Batman holding up his mask. In the Batcave, obviously, you see in the background, you see Robin's suit and glass. And above his shoulder, in the very far back, you see Alfred coming into the Batcave.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wanted something where, you always see Batman with his, with his cowl on and everything. But I kind of wanted something a little bit different, Batman without the mask. So, Bruce Wayne, but still wearing the bat suit.
I get you.
That was the only direction that I gave Ace, and just told him, the rest of it was up to him, however he wanted to do it. And that's what he came up with. Everything on there, the way, the pose, everything is what he came up with. Every time I see Ace, I usually get something from him just because really good artist. And realistically, he's probably one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet at a Comic-Con. So, the next one on the right is Batman on a gargoyle.
Yeah, which that one looks like one of the evil Batman though. I think the Thomas Wayne Batman with that big fat bat symbol on his.
Yeah. I mean, again, I just told him I wanted a Batman and a gargoyle, and this is what he came up with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool. He actually got one of his buddies actually got this and made it in color.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think, he made a print in color and stuff, and I think somewhere I got the file for it.
Huh.
He sent me the file, and he's like, yeah, if you want, I'll send you a free copy. I was like, no, you don't send me a free copy, just send me the file, so I guess if I want to ever print those out, I can.
That's cool.
But
that's nice.
I told you, one of the nicest guys you can ever meet. If he ever comes to a con here in Monkey City, I'll definitely, he's worth the money.
Saving up now.
So, right quick, the one on the left there, I feel like I've seen that on an actual cover.
No, actually, well, the idea I got it from Convergence. It was a comic book thing in DC Comics. Where I forgot the gist of it. I just remember, and I still want to get this. One of where I got the idea from was like Batman actually got a chance to meet his father because literally the different reality were converging.
Mm-hmm.
So
is this after the Flashpoint Paradox?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I read that one. Okay.
So I got it from that. It wasn't the cover. It was one of the inside pages.
Okay.
And it's kind of like they both kind of like really quick and then kind of like skirt.
Yeah.
Like I'm too much on a cry. No. Mijo. But I just thought it was like really, it was a really, really, I mean, for the inside, it could have been easily have been the cover for it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, that always stuck with me. So, and I told him, I said, this is what I want, and that's what he came up with. But no, it's not a cover. I mean, easily, his work, he's worked on some on some comic books, doing the interiors. But, pandemic-wise, afterwards I don't know what he's doing right now. But
I got a question. You said the rest of it was up to him. Did he give, any suggestions, or did he ask you, any kind of, idea, or, any feeling? Or was it just, when you told him, I want Batman without his cowl on, the rest of it's up to you, he's like, all right.
Pretty much.
Sweet.
Well, the thing is, you can, I guess for me, what I always like to do is just, if I have an idea, especially like for him, I trust him. Usually for what I tell him, hey, this is what I want. And then the rest is up to you. The pose, everything, So it doesn't disappoint. And usually he'll be like, hey, this is what I'm coming up with. I have several concepts, but more than anything else, I have sketch covers that he's done for me.
Mm-hmm.
The very first one was the Gladiator Hulk.
Okay.
From World War Hulk.
Yeah.
And I was blown away. His pencil work is just awesome. So yeah, for me, when you get to, it's difficult to know somebody at a con. But I think me and Okram G had met him we met him in, I think once here, if I'm not mistaken, then once at a show in Austin that we went to.
Okay.
And that was probably one of the best Comic Cons I've ever gone to. It's no longer around, but it was really cool because, the convention center was really nice. It was small. They had a lot of really good artists that you don't see in Texas. But the best part about it was, we got a chance to talk to them. What was really cool, afterwards, we went back to the hotel. And then their hotel where they were staying at had a theme to it. Mm-hmm. An old school 70s hotel. Kind of you're traveling with your parents in a camper or something.
Oh, okay.
One of those you see. But the best thing their bar had that lodge type of feel to it, a big fireplace. Really, really cool hotel.
I love that.
And so we went. Me and my best friend went there because literally we were about a block and a half away. The area that we were in, it was really one big area where it was a walk around mall. Mm-hmm. On the outside, restaurants and shops and everything. And then the two hotels where we were staying at and where they were staying at were literally maybe about a block and a half away.
Oh, wow.
So our hotel was just let us know. We'll drive you over there. Had a little golf cart. They would take you everywhere.
Would they pick you up too? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
The guy that just gave us a card. Hey, when you're ready, just let us know. We'll come get you.
Cool.
Man, you were living the PKL lifestyle.
I wasn't. Boy, that was But it was cool because we went, because we were told they had a decent kitchen, a really good kitchen there. So we went to go eat there. So everybody, all of the artists were there. They were at the bar. Simon Beasley was there. So you already know what that means.
Yeah, lots of drinking.
Yeah. So we were there.
Simon Beasley is the one person I want to meet, to be honest.
Simon Beasley is the boss.
Can I buy you a drink?
And,
he's not just one, probably.
So it was cool because, we were sitting down and we saw him walk in and it was kind of packed. So we just said, hey, sit, go and sit down. He's like, okay, well, I just real quick. And, real quick turned into several hours. We were just talking, getting to know each other and stuff. So he was really friendly. Found out that he's actually studied to be a dentist, or he is a dentist.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but, I guess art was really what he wanted to do. So, So really good guy. Well, the best part about that con was that, I guess in their little dining hall area, they had an art auction, which is where I wound up winning a Harlequin. And I've told you this story because it had involved Simon Beasley getting pissed off because I guess they told him that he had to provide something for the art auction. You remember that story?
Yeah.
Where I told you he kept drawing on paper, on loose leaf notebook paper. Uh-huh. And one of the first ones that he did was a Ninja Turtle sticking the bird out. And as he was drinking, the drawings were getting progressively worse. And people were still buying them. And literally one was an airplane, when a kid draws an airplane. And it was shooting those little lines and it made you look like pew, pew, pew. It was hilarious. But
this is a genuine Simon Beasley drunk
I know.
It's like,
this is a genuine pew pew Simon Bisley.
Like, it was like literally, but like everybody there had a good time. I mean,
accept it.
You know, because I remember I talked to Simon Beasley and stuff, and I bought him a drink, and then like when I saw him later on.
Oh, so you started the problem?
No, he was already well ahead of. No, if you ever meet Simon Beasley, that guy is awesome. Has great stories, unfiltered. What makes me laugh about him was just that, it's just he always tells great stories, and he just literally is always like super cool. Like his lines are super long because he'll start talking to you about whatever, and there's like a stack of comic books. And they're like, oh yeah, start signing a couple, then conversation starts about something else, and it's really great guy,
Yeah,
sounds like it.
But yeah, no, he was cool because I remember at another con that I saw him, he's like, oh man, I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to talk to you, man, And I was like, oh man, don't worry about it. Hey,
Yeah.
Because he remembered me, amazing. Now that we've seen him more than several shows, he always remembers me. Because he likes metal, and he always remembers I have metal on my phone. So.
Yeah. Hey.
But, no, anyways, back to Ace. No, really great guy, great artist. Couldn't be happier with all of the stuff that I ever got done from him.
Yeah.
Does not disappoint.
Yeah. I mean, I think about the biggest, because I always try to find something that's wrong with it. And not because I want to be, critical of it. But the only thing I see wrong is that this gargoyle looks more organic than it does like a actual stone gargoyle. But that still looks fucking badass,
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. That's the only thing, it's just like, that's one of those nitpicky things, but hey, whatever. So, I remember the guy's first name. You said the next guy's first name is Larry. Larry what?
Larry Stroman.
Larry Stroman.
Yep. Legendary comic book artist.
Nice. Well, now I feel bad because I don't remember the dude's last name. Thanks.
That's all right.
So you're 50-50.
He got half of it.
That's what counts.
So he's come to Dallas several times for a couple of different shows. I got this maybe 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was here at one of the North Texas comic book shows when it was still around. And he had a whole bunch of art that was already done.
Yeah.
And we're flipping through his books. Me and Okram G, of course.
Yeah.
Partner in crime. And this is one of them. He was debating getting it. I said, well, if you don't want it, I want it. So I got it. And, I think that was probably the best piece that he had that week.
Mm-hmm.
Or by the time I got to it, some of the other pieces were already gone.
Yeah.
But, he's known a lot for a lot of his X-Men. His X-Men drawings are really, really good too.
Mm.
So sometimes you'll be on Facebook and you'll be drawing and selling them at the same time. And he does a lot of symbiote suit Spider-Man. That's a lot of S's there.
So, a lot of alliteration there.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the good things I really like about this is that it's in daylight.
Yeah.
You don't really see Batman in daylight too often.
No, the first time I really looked at it, because I looked at it really quick, I just thought Batman. I like the fact that he's on a gargoyle. But you'll see the one in the background.
Yeah.
I was like, is that a blimp? Who cares? $75. I'll take it.
Really?
And it's 11 by 17. And has color, as you said. So,
yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I think one of the first things I noticed is right here on his cape in the bottom left, you can see the rays hitting it.
Yeah.
Kind of providing that shine.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't have any neat stories there because, I just met him to pick this up and,
yeah. Well, it's whatever.
I know
they can't all be winners.
I mean, this is definitely a win.
Well, the piece is a winner, but the story can't.
It's like $75 for an 11 by 17. That's definitely a fucking win, man. But yeah, so I forgot what. I know you've told me several Simon Beasley stories. I know there's one where you said he was here in fucking what was it, Duncanville Comic Books?
Yes.
What was that one? Didn't you give him a bottle of Jack or something like that? Or that one wasn't it, right?
No, it wasn't a bottle of Jack. So he was here at Duncanville bookstores, and he was doing a signing because the next day was going to be one of Mark's shows, which is the Dallas comic book shows, the ones that you went to.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Mark's shows are usually Saturday and Sunday, so it was probably a Friday. So we went there, and my wife had little small bottles. One of them was of, Texas liquor.
Moonshine? Or?
Yes, moonshine. And he's from England, so figure, he probably doesn't have moonshine. Or maybe he has an equivalent, I just don't know about it.
Yeah.
But, so I took him that. And usually a lot of people know, sometimes they'll take it to him, you'll see him, at most of his shows he'll have and by all means maybe he stopped drinking, maybe he doesn't do that anymore, so, this was a couple of years ago, so you'd have people just, bring him, a bottle of Jameson or some kind of whiskey or something, which I'm like, everybody does it.
Yeah.
So I always just usually bring a bottle, one of those little bottles of tequila or whatever.
Yeah.
So I bought him
stand out.
Yeah. So I brought him a bottle. I said, "Hey man, here you go, some moonshine. I never tried that." Mission accomplished. Now, but he's known me and Marco for a while.
Yeah.
And so, we just talk and just give him that. And he just opened it up, smelled it. I was like, brave man, because that singes nose hairs.
Yeah.
It was funny because he was drinking.
It gets you drunk off the smell.
And it was pretty cool because at the time he wanted a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there was a haircut, or there was a barber shop 2 stores down. I don't know if it's still there or not, and so we went there with him. He's like, "Come on," we went there with him and talked to the guy that was, cutting his hair and stuff, and
mm-hmm.
Got him a haircut. He was just, spitting out stories. Like I said, he's a really interesting guy. Like he has a lot of, when you think of all the stuff that he's done, in fact, I was watching Heavy Metal 2000.
Uh-huh. Was he part of that?
Yep.
Really?
I didn't realize that it was based on some of the characters, and I was reading, based on some of the characters, and he was the second name on there by Simon Beasley. I was like,
really?
Dang, Biz, I didn't know that you were on there.
Damn. Now I really want to meet him because that's actually one of my favorite animated movies.
So that's there, and then of course he's done Batman. He's done, Frazetta's work like Death Dealer and stuff like that. Hopefully I'm getting that right. So he's done a lot of stuff that it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like his work a lot. So it's, like I said, for me, it's all about the creepy Batman,
Yeah. So, wow, this episode's running a bit. Last thing, I guess, before we can, cut this episode is, I'm surprised there's no Psylocke this week.
No, so I have a lot more art than just Psylocke. It just doesn't seem like it. So,
all right. So maybe we'll get some Psylocke next week. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,
hit that notification bell.
Oh, we're not abusing it anymore, huh?
No, not yet. We got Wolfie this week. We just